We all pay a lot of money for car insurance. Here in Florida, some of the highest rates in the country. So it seems reasonable that when we file a claim, it will be investigated and paid in pretty due time. In today's Injuries Are Personal with Reynolds Law, attorney Carl Reynolds is here to talk about why getting paid by insurance is not that straightforward anymore. Well, this is depressing news because I just paid my insurance bill and they owe me something after that. How have things changed?
So one area where it's changed is it used to be if you had a valid claim, okay, and we're not talking about frivolous claims because I know that's pervasive out there and that's gets some headlines and things, but we're talking legitimate claim. You are injured, you have a claim, I am at fault, everyone agrees that I'm at fault, and I have a modest insurance policy. Let's say it's $10,000 and you went to the hospital, okay? Well, we all know a trip to the hospital via ambulance is probably going to eat up that $10,000 almost immediately. Wow. And let's say you have a broken bone, okay? There should be no dispute that it's worth $10,000. Under the old system, before the law change in March of last year, if I sent in that information to the insurance company had a fiduciary duty to me as their insured to satisfy that claim and pay it quickly. And if they don't pay it quickly, you could then file a lawsuit because you've incurred additional damages and things, and the insurance company could be held to be responsible for more than just the $10,000 because they had an opportunity to settle within a period of time. They should have, everyone agrees they should have, and they just dragged their feet for whatever reason. Was there a definition of quickly at that time? It's through case law, so it's kind of nebulous. It depends on the circumstances. Right, of course. Right. Okay. So if I was maimed, or if you were maimed or a quadriplegic, then quickly would be pretty damn quickly, right? Right, because you could make a really big deal out of it. Right. Okay, but if it's a broken bone, that might heal, you know, in a few weeks or something like that. All right, but now that's not the case. Now they have 90 days, okay? Just right out the bat, they have 90 days. So I could be maimed, I could be a quadriplegic, and as long as they pay within 90 days, they're presumed to have acted in good faith, and you don't have any extra contractual claim against the insurance company. Well, that's at least 2 billing cycles on my credit card. Exactly. And what if I don't have that credit? Exactly. So that's the problem, is there's not the expediency anymore. And what's worse is, what if there's multiple claimants? Under the old system, they would handle it basically first claims in, first claims get paid, or the more significant claims get paid first. Now under this system, as long as they offer to pay everyone within the 90 days, they set up a global mediation, and then they can back out of it, and the people are left trying to figure out how to divvy that up, as opposed to putting the responsibility on them to pay the proper claims first, and whatever claims are left over, then they deal with as the insured, right? How are you seeing this impacting clients? The way it impacts clients is, as you said, they're getting credit card billing cycles, they're getting the bills coming in, they're getting sent to collections before I can even collect a dime. Of collection. Yeah, right. And I can't force the insurance company to pay any sooner. As long as they pay within the 90 days, under the statute, they've discharged their fiduciary duty, and I've got no claim against them. All I can do is go after the insured. Well, the insured, if they only carried a $10,000 policy, typically they don't have a lot of assets to pursue, and I can't get blood from a turnip. So it can slow the process down. So folks need to be, again, I've harped on this over and over and over again, and I'm going to do it again. You got to have uninsured motorist coverage or underinsured motorist coverage on your policy, because at least your own insurance company owes you a duty to investigate and to pay timely. And you can have that additional source of compensation in the event that, you know, you have to wait 90 days, you have collections, everything else. At least you have the uninsured motorist coverage to fall back on. It's definitely a little disheartening to think, especially here in Florida, for all the money that we pay in an accident, even well insured, we could still end up with a financial, at least, scare or a bad situation, even temporarily. It still doesn't, you know,
have help with insurance. So
Correct.
That's a little hard to swallow. That's for sure.
It is, and you just got to be protected. You got to seek legal counsel quickly, and we can vet that out. And sometimes, because our relationships with insurance companies, we can get them paid before the 90 days.
He puts the heat on them. That's what he
and
does.
most of the time we do.
Right.
They're human beings too, but under the law they're not required to. So you just got to protect yourself by buying the coverage. Yeah.
Interesting. That's why what happens in Tallahassee matters.
That's
For
right.
more information about any of your legal questions, accident or otherwise, you can find Carl by going to injuriesorepersonal.com. We'll be right back.